We are Two Guys Playing Zelda, and you can follow us on Twitter at Two Guys Play Zelda or email us at twoguysPlayingZelda@gmail.com.
This is part 3 of Ganon's Castle, and in this part we're going to be tackling the last two parts of the barrier, and we're actually going to be climbing the tower, finally, to reach the final boss fight.
Which is really one of my favorite parts, pretty much in this game. I mean, I know we mentioned it in the first part, but climbing that tower was just awesome.
Plus the anticipation, like building as you get higher and higher. You're like, this is it, like this epic game.
Yeah, finally coming to a close. Yeah. You were feeling like, it's at the end, and you knew it was at the end.
Yep, and it felt so climactic, like climbing this tower. And obviously we'll talk a little bit more about that when we're actually climbing the tower.
These 6 barriers were just a teaser.
They really
You just wanted to get there, and you know what makes me mad? Is they were very, very short, but they were long enough to make you mad because you wanted to get to that tower.
Yep. Hey, they're just long enough for us to have 3 walkthroughs worth.
That's true, that's true.
But I mean, lengthwise, it does end up being pretty lengthy.
Yeah, it does.
You know,
but not near as long as the other dungeons in the game, really.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Except Deku Palace, or not Deku Palace, Great Deku Tree. Wrong game.
Yep. we get a little mixed up. We've been doing a lot of these lately. But no, it is kind of neat how they make you use all the a lot of the items you've collected. Like we've used the hammer, the hook shot, the different boots, and all that.
But we've not used it. I don't know if you noticed, but we've not used it in those same dungeons that we got them in.
That is
like we didn't use the hammer, special crop.
Yeah.
And the fire temple.
You just use the lens of truth here in the light temple.
Yeah. And then in the shadow, we did use the hammer.
Yeah.
And the hook shot.
In the Forest Temple, we used the hover boots. Did you say that? No, okay.
No, I didn't. I was thinking Wind Temple because you go through a wind room.
Yeah, yeah. This definitely throws back memories of the Spirit.
Yeah, I get my butt beat in this room, by the way.
And how those boulders just roll right through each other.
I was getting excited, man. I wanted to go.
Well, I get that. I'm just trying to figure out how in the world these boulders just rolled right through each other. Some weird Zelda physics.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what confused me.
Yeah,
and that's why I kept on getting hit.
Hey, that
because those things weren't following the laws of physics, man.
Hey, that would throw me off too.
This game's not realistic.
No, you expect them to behave one way. You're gonna get hit when they behave the other way.
As Link's carrying 20 items on him.
He's got a really big pouch.
And I complain about the physics of balls rolling.
Oh man! But thankfully that wraps up the light temple. Although there's no light temple as we mentioned, but it's kind of neat that they threw something.
I would love to see it though.
I know. I really wonder
just
what
it would have been.
Hey, they could have done a wind temple for that or something.
You know, the only way they're going to fix this is another remake of Ocarina of Time.
Come on, man.
For the Wii U.
As if the 3DS wasn't enough. No, we don't need any more Wii U remakes. We need a new Zelda game.
Well, that's true. That is true.
But that's a little ways down the road, of course.
Definitely.
But only one more little...
well, what's the last one we have?
Spirit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which, as we've talked before, was my personal favorite dungeon. Obviously, Hicks was the Forest Temple, as we've mentioned.
But the Spirit Temple is my second favorite, so we both think highly of it. As we do the Forest Temple, too, so...
Oh, no doubt, that was number 2 for me, so...
And I like how you kind of, it doesn't look exactly like the Spirit Temple, but you still kind of get that Egyptian runes feel just a tad bit.
Yep, and we remember those Beamos from the Spirit Temple and these big statues you see us dragging, and these blade...
God, I hate Beamos, dude. They give me every game.
They never get better.
no, they don't.
Oh,
they're a constant pain in every Zelda game.
Yep.
And they're not that hard.
No. Not in this one anyway. No. Still a bomb at them. Some Zelda games, they're harder than others.
Oh, yeah. Wind Waker.
Yeah, I'm looking at you, Wind Waker. I kind of like how the only way you can reach this one is like to hookshot to it from that angle. And you almost land on a spell.
Yeah, you get close. And you almost walk into it if you don't see it. Which is at this time, if you have the defensive... Is it called defensive power?
I'm not sure.
I think it is called defensive power. If you have that by now, nothing really hurts you anymore.
No, nothing's going to do a lot of damage.
Except Ganon, he'll still get you.
Well, he should, though.
And the Iron Knuckles, as you will see here later on in this video.
Yep.
Patience is virtue with the Iron Knuckles, and I do not demonstrate it whatsoever.
No, that... Iron Knuckles are just a pain in the neck anyway.
They are.
But I remember fighting them as young Link in the first part of the Spirit Temple.
Yeah.
They take so many hits to kill.
Luckily, those pillars are all there that give you hearts.
Yep.
Because, I would have been hurting.
We don't get that option on this one, I don't think, do we?
No, we were adult Link, and we had the big Goron sword, so we're fine.
And we have our defensive power.
Now, here's one thing I did really like, is, like, you had to use the bomb shoes in this room.
Yeah.
And, like, you never really had to use them. I guess you had to in the Spirit Temple.
That was the only temple.
Which makes sense of them putting it right back in here.
Yep.
But, like, I don't know, bomb shoes I've always kind of liked them, but they've been underutilized in every single Zelda game.
They really have
been.
been. I agree with you exactly on that. And this was one of the few games they were even in.
Yeah. Thanks. I was about ready to say that actually.
Yeah. But they were. You only used them in like one spot in the Spirit Temple and one spot here. And like in later games, you think Skyward Sword, you can just roll bombs now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not the same.
No, it's not. Like, I just wish they really would use bomb shoes more often.
I agree.
Or found some. I mean, I know you had that game in the Hyrule town of, like, get heart piece, but
Yeah.
I do like that puzzle right there because I remember it taking me forever the first time. I had completely forgot about fire arrows by the time I got there.
Oh, and this is why, like we mentioned in part 1, you don't want to lose your shield.
So it could hurt you right there. Well, I don't know. Can you lose the mirror shield? I'm honestly
maybe not.
I think you can lose the Hylian shield, but I don't think you can lose the mirror shield
because you can always rebuy the Hylian shield, right? But you obviously can't buy the mirror shield.
Yeah, I don't think you can take the mirror shield. So I wasn't really that worried about it.
It seems like that would definitely.
Hey, I won the end, didn't I?
Yeah. I feel like that would definitely cost you the entire game if you lost your mirror shield and couldn't get past that puzzle.
If I'm in Ganon's castle and a like takes my shield and I gotta go all the way back to the Spirit Temple to get another one, I'm gonna be mad. I just might as well hit the Water Temple going back through there.
Why you're at?
You're not gonna screw me over. I'm just gonna go through the Water Temple again.
Oh, I would never. I don't care how bad the game screws me over. I would never do that.
Yes, I still hate going through when I play.
I know it's still a pain. Even when you got to walk through.
Like you gotta psych yourself up mentally to go through the Water Temple. Still to this day.
But thankfully, we're finally done with these barriers. We get this nice little cinematic.
Oh, I love that.
I love that cinematic. I do too. And plus, I love how like the door to this part of the tower looks like a snake head or dragon head. Or something.
Okay. What is that exactly? I never really paid. I've noticed it, but I not really paid attention to what it was.
It just looks like a snake or a
looks
dragon.
Like Bowser's what it looks like. It literally looks like Bowser.
Hey, we got Rainbow Road. We got Bowser.
A lot of references.
Yep.
And he's actually in Hyrule Castle too, isn't he? Or is that Zelda's in? I think Zelda might be in Mario.
Oh yeah.
The Easter egg in Mario.
Yeah.
So
now as we actually work our way finally up the main tower, we get to fight a few of these rounds of enemies we fought before. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
And I love how you kind of start hearing the I don't know if it's a theme, but Ganondorf playing the organ.
Yes.
Like you kind of start hearing it right now, and you see as we go up, it'll get louder and louder, and that's just completely awesome.
It really is awesome. And if you think back to A Link to the Past, right before you fight Ganon, like you have a little minute conversation with him, and this is the music that's playing from that. And I think that's the only time in A Link to the Past you hear this music.
See, I have to go back and play Link to the Past. I really don't remember that.
Oh yeah, or it's similar anyway.
Similar, yeah.
Obviously,
kind of like a remix.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was probably better, but I don't know. I can't remember that, but maybe it is.
But I agree though, how it gets louder as you get closer and closer to the top is so.
Oh, it is.
It's just a nice little concept.
I did like this kind of fighting these enemies right here. I don't know, just kind of like a last little challenge.
Yep.
Before we get to the top.
And they increase in difficulty as you go. And we had the Liz Alphas.
They sure do.
I think it's kind of funny you still get a boss key. Or a big key.
That is true, yeah. That's one thing about this mini dungeon, which is kind of what we're calling it. Like, I wish you still got an item.
Oh,
I kind of wish that they
did. You got the golden gauntlets.
So anyways, moving on.
Oh, ouch.
But I get, dang it, now my whole point's ruined. I kind of forgot which door to go in right there.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of got turned around, but what I was going to say is I wish they would take out the light arrows, like the shooting the barriers at the end. I wish they would got rid of that, and we would got the light arrows right there.
That would have made more sense, too.
Yeah, and then you had to make the point getting the item, so.
Instead of Zelda just giving them to you in the Temple of Time. Yeah.
I would have worked for my light arrows.
Yeah. Kind of a neat. Sorry to jump in there on you. And it's a neat little contrast here between the white and the dark Iron Knuckle. It's just a little touch.
I just want to say this thing destroys me. That's all I want to say. This is not how you play Zelda.
No. And these guys, even with that defensive barrier, still do a good amount of damage.
Well, do you know, that's a good point. Do you know why they did like the white and black? Or have you ever heard anything about that? Just kind of switching. Yeah, he destroys me.
I assume it's just a little touch. You know,
light, dark world.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're not really called that in this game.
Yeah, but it's pretty cool. I liked it.
I don't know. What are they called in this game?
It's all just Hyrule.
All this Hyrule?
Yeah, because Ganon goes to the Dark World, gets the Triforce, then comes back and conquers it.
Okay.
So, man, once you finally got your hits in on him, he
dude,
goes down quick.
I told you, man, patience is a virtue on those guys, and I did not display it at all.
And so you gotta wait for them to do both their swing. Right in the camera, too.
That would have been a good selfie right there. I wish you were playing Wind Waker right there. Could have got a selfie of that.
He's like, ouch, this is me in pain.
Now that I saw that, we should probably take a picture of that. Put it on Twitter.
That's a good screenshot. Right
yeah,
there.
that is.
This is what happens when an iron knuckle gets a hold of you.
I feel like one of those motivational posters, or whatever. Iron knuckles, don't turn your back on them. As you go flying through the air.
Right at the camera. That was a great shot. I didn't notice that the first time.
I didn't either. You just said it.
But I believe, though, that's just about the last of our...
We're kind of making our way up to the top. I think we still got the long stairway.
No, this is it. We got to climb to the top of this.
No, we got the long stairway.
Yeah,
we got the long stairway still go, which is right here, which is probably... This actually might be my favorite part in almost any Zelda game. I mean, this always brings back good memories right here of just walking up this big stairway.
Stained glass windows running the sides.
Yeah,
all leading up to the final climactic fight with Ganondorf, which we'll hit in the next part.